Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So today I want to update you all about my raw vegan diet and how it went. I was doing the healing protocol by Dr. Brooke Goldner. That's what I'll be talking with you all today. First, before we start, I do want to introduce, as you've seen, my little merch, the wolf logo with Lupus. It has my little Live Hope Lupus on it. This one is the sweatshirt. I do have a sale going on right now. I realized that I had a sale and I only mentioned it on my Instagram, so I'm having another one. If you use Warrior15, you will get a 15% discount off of your purchase of $19.95 or more. So get them while they're discounted, and thank you for supporting. As for the diet, so I gave you the basics of what was happening at the time, and now I started on September 10th. And that is when I went raw vegan. So first week, terrible. Awful, terrible. You're going to go through the detox type symptoms. Your body isn't used to eating that much raw food, let alone my body wasn't used to having no sugar, no grains, none of that stuff that I used to eat. So it was quite the shock to the system, even though I had been preparing for this for the 2 to 3 weeks prior. Biggest thing I had was just tired. Not as much energy. Trying to eat more, but it's hard because it's not what you're used to eating. I had a few headaches. I had one day where I was very, very nausea, and I think that was like the ending point. So once I got through that terrible nausea and I didn't give in to I need rice, I need applesauce, I need the brat diet. I didn't give in to that. And I turned out okay. After that day, I went over that hump and I felt good. It was like something was lifted from me and I had more energy, not as much at that point. So week 2, I started to notice my joints, and I mentioned this in the video. My joints, I am able to do this now. Wasn't able to do that before. So that alone I was excited about. And then fatigue about week 4, 3-ish, I would say. I started waking up, making my bed in the morning, and starting my day off with meditation, where before it was like, I don't want to do this, I'm tired, roll out of bed, not feeling good. So my fatigue started getting better, and it was quite amazing. And mind you, I'm having about 10 pounds of greens a day, and through smoothies and salads, that was pretty much my diet for those 4 weeks. And I made sure I got a variety. I had sauerkraut, I would have tofu, I would have, just different types of fruits and vegetables, anything that you can eat raw. Every once in a while I'd cheat with like a little pickle. I don't necessarily think it's cheating perhaps, but it's a neutral food for sure. It's not a healing food. So once I hit the 4-week mark, I was feeling great. And then I started implementing a little bit of cooked foods here and there. Typically they recommend you do 6 weeks. I was kind of in a weird space because I had this procedure coming up for what I talked about in the past video. I was having a comb biopsy, and I wanted to start implementing a few cooked foods because I didn't want to bleed out, and I didn't want to I don't know. I know that Dr. G would recommend to just continue with the healing greens and all that, but I will let you know the results on that in my next video, which will be posted on October 30th. So definitely check that out for results. So once I started implementing the cooked food, I did fine with sweet potatoes. I did fine with Ezekiel bread. I would bring in one every couple of days just to test it out. Now I'm eating more cooked food, and I can tell it's a difference. I'm still plant-based, but I'm past 6 weeks now, and basically I can tell that my body preferred eating more raw foods throughout the day than when I'm like, oh, I can have some rice with this. And my body's just, and I've had a few things with oil in it, and I've noticed my body is like, nope, that is not good for you. Don't do it. So I'm going to go back to eating more raw throughout my day, probably like a high raw diet, and try to implement more healthier versions of cooked food. As for results, I'm still healing. I'm not fully healed. I did this by myself, and that is why I don't think I got the results that I was looking for, although I am feeling much better. And even, for example, my sed rate, before doing this, I've had sed rate be up to 80 for me. Before doing it, it was like at a 25, which is just about normal. And I took my blood work about a week ago and it was 2. So that, let alone, I'm sure many of you understand how impressive that is. It shows that the inflammatory markers in my body are going down. Still on all my medicines, and I don't plan on going down on them until I feel a true 100% difference, and also talking with my doctor about that, which is coming up soon. We'll see how that goes. That's about all I have for this video. I would love to show you what I eat in a day and start doing videos like that. I have some surprising news coming up soon too, and that's gonna allow me to just do so much more. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Don't forget, Warrior 15, get your merch today. Thank you for always supporting me. Hit that like button, subscribe, and get notified, and I'll see you next time. Bye.